What's going on, guys? Friggin' another day, another dollar. We're not working today, so that's alright. I got today off. Today is my last day, and then after today, it's back to work, and just gonna give her ish, if you know what I mean. Decided instead of using the Keurig to make a coffee, I'm gonna actually make a pat, and that way there I can just drink a pat of coffee. Because let me tell you, tonight I need to stay up late and sleep in a lot tomorrow, because if I don't do that, it's going to be a rough transition into the night shift. A very rough one. It's currently noon. I'm currently not wearing my Fitbit. Last night after I shut her down, oh by the way, today is weighing Wednesday. But last night after I shut her down, I looked at my Fitbit and realized it only had 23% power left. That's enough to maybe get halfway through another day, or at least log your sleep. They only take about an hour tops to charge. But I decided to take it off anyway and charge it. And then I got sleepy and decided to go to bed. But let's see what Weigh-In Wednesday is going to say for us today. Well, not exactly awesome. Looks like we went up 3 pounds, but you know what? I feel bigger. Like a lot of you said, we can't really use weight anymore as a metric, because I know it because I measured myself last night. I may have gained weight, but I lost dimensions. Remember when I first did that fast and I measured around my waist and it came back at 49? Well, last night I grabbed that same measuring tape and I measured myself to see what it would come back as, and it came back at 44. So I lost 5 inches off my stomach. I checked my waist is at 35. So I lost some waist, I lost some stomach. All in all, that's great. I think the weight that I'm putting on, the reason why I'm fluctuating right now, is because I've been doing that Chris Evans workout, and that's got me collecting some muscles. And they say muscles are more dense than fat, therefore making them heavier. And I believe it. I believe it because, I don't know, I feel great today. Could use a coffee. Just gotta wait for that machine to spit out enough so I can pour a cup. And head upstairs and go see what's going on the World Wide Web. There's probably enough in there now just to get some in my cup. Man, I hate this monopod. Maybe today should be the quest for a better freaking monopod. It's like if I hold it a certain way, it just wants to like let the camera roll. Like if I hold it like this by accident, now I'm playing. Oh, there it goes. Hey. Oh, can't control it now. Piece of junk. Oh, what do you expect? Dollar store. Anyway, I'm gonna make a coffee. I'll go upstairs. Alrighty guys, I just tried to film this clip 3 times now, and every time I try it, the freaking camera has an error. Hopefully the audio sounds okay right now, but I've been getting a memory card error off this damn thing, and I'm not sure exactly what's causing it. I just did a low-level format on the memory card, as well as ran it through a barrage of tests that came back clean, so maybe it's the adapter I got it plugged into, because I didn't test it with that. But we did a low-level format on it, we'll see how that works. But anyway, what I've been looking at online is some selfie sticks. Yes, we are going to go out to the garage today and we're going to try and hook up that compressor. I just want to get a couple more coffees in me and get a little bit more wired. But I was looking at this selfie stick here, the Bower XAS, whatever the frig it is, Action Wireless. $29.97 over at Staples, and it looks pretty good quality. Looks like I should be able to get away with that and actually get some stuff did. I really like the look of it. It looks friggin' good. Probably gonna have to check that out. Also, it's a good thing the 730 HS didn't, well, it's not really a good thing. I just bought a new battery anyway, because that backup battery yesterday really came in clutch to get the vlog done on time. Otherwise, I would have been waiting forever with this thing plugged into the USB charger trying to get a charge, because I don't know why, but the cable's not able to charge it anymore. It was charging it and then it quit, so that's upsetting. I'm gonna have to probably get another cable. I think this cable here is just garbage. But I bought some stuff off of, well, I'm gonna be buying some stuff off of Amazon here. Because like I showed you guys before, this case, the USB ports are on the top, right? And it's kind of a pain in the arse with this keyboard tray here. It doesn't really give you much room. Well, on Amazon, I found some cables that plug in and then they got leads that come out, so they make them this way. And what I'm thinking, like I can't even barely fit my hand in there, like that's all I got. So if you're thinking that's a lot of room, well, look at the width of your hand and that's how much space I have between the case and the top. And these cables, they just sit in, and then they got a lead coming out of them, and they'll hang over the CD-ROM trays and stuff, but I don't really care about that. I just want to be able to use these ports, and that'll give me the ability to, say, plug in a lead so I can plug in this camera and probably charge it off USB again. Easier, instead of having to pull the computer out and get behind it to replace this USB cable. So I ordered 2 sets of those. It comes with 4. They're USB 3, but they will plug into USB 2, so that's good. Alrighty, I'm not using the tripod now, and I also have the screen flipped up so I can see my ugly mug while I'm talking to you guys. Time for coffee number 3 and piss number 2. I'm thinking Staples run will be in order today. We'll check to see if they have that monopod, as well as I need a new mouse for my editing computer. I've been using this Razer bundle kit that I bought a while back. It was on sale at Best Try for $79, and I realized why it was on sale for $79, because let me tell you one thing about it, it's a big piece of crap. The mouse itself double clicks all the time. You single click it, for some reason it registers a double, makes editing a little bit of a pain in the arse. And the keyboard, if you're hitting A, S, D, W, X, and sometimes C, like basically anything on the left hand side of the keyboard, for some reason it trips the cap lock key and will just turn it on for funsies. It'll also double tap keys. So if you ever noticed in my thumbnails where you see 2 letters same time, and I just didn't even realize it while I was making the thumbnail, it's because that keyboard is bunk. It's a Razer keyboard, Razer bundle. It's got the Death Adder mouse and the Razer whatever. And like I said, they had it on sale for $79, and I figured, you know, my Razer Ornata keyboard is awesome. I love that keyboard. That's the one I got on the gaming rig. This bundle is so El Cheapo Garbaggio that it just doesn't do the job. So I might be looking at some new peripherals, if you will. Also, guys, I'm still in my pajamas because, well, why change out of them yet? I ain't going anywhere, and these things are comfy. Just gonna mix up myself. Oh, that's not how you pour creamer. Another coffee here, because coffee is good. Man, covering my mouth with my hairy ass arm. Yeah, just drop some coffee in the face. That's how you get the morning started. So yeah, I'm still wearing the same Vlogging Life shirt that I wore yesterday and to sleep the other night. I'm gonna be changing this out before I go anywhere. I just wore it to bed last night because it was already used, so I figured, hey, why not? Why waste another shirt to sleep in when I already have one that's semi-dirty, and who cares? Well, it's not semi-dirty, it's actually pretty clean. You know, it's way better now than before when I used to have the bad dandruff and I wore a black shirt and within 5 minutes, it looked like I friggin' had crumbs all over it. That's never good. Alrighty people, got a brand new battery in the camera, and I noticed with the attenuator on, when I have the screen flipped up, it doesn't make that weird echo sound. So I'm thinking that's what I should have been doing since day one, is left the attenuator on. I basically watched a video on a guy's settings for vlogging with this camera, and I mimicked them, and that's what I've been using. But whenever I flipped up the screen, it would cause this like dual echo feedback nonsense that kind of made me mad. So I'm gonna take a rip over to Staples. We'll see about getting that monopod and see what they got for mice. I don't know what it is at these stores, but they all have websites that just suck. Like, they don't have their inventory on there properly. So it's like, why have a website if you're not going to list your in-store inventory? That's what I always liked about it back in the day was, you know, you could jump on a website and see if something was available in stock with their inventory control systems. But nowadays, it's windy out here. It's snowing out here. Sorry about the wind, guys, but I don't know if you can see behind me there, but she's totally snowing. Anyway, let's get in the truck. How the hell did Oreo take a dump this far out? Jesus, Murphy. Alright, let's go to Staples. Oh, I left my truck unlocked again. Well, here's something you don't see very often. It's snowing outside, there's grass on the ground, and it's sunny out. Welcome to Northern Ontario, people. Anyway, let's see how this here works with the mic attenuator on a truck drive over to Staples. It's also almost 3 o'clock, so I expect the buses to be on the road soon. So we'll have to watch out for school kids. Oh man, I hope the camera's picking this up. This is crazy. It's like we're going to work with all the snow. I thought my phone was kidding when I picked it up and it said it's 3 degrees C out and snow. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. That's not the case, but no, look at that. That means inside the garage it's going to be extra cold. But I was thinking for the winter, they usually go on sale. They sell these like dual purpose heaters over at Canadian Tire. It just stopped, really? Anyway, they sell these dual purpose heaters over at Canadian Tire that can use kerosene or diesels, and they're salamander style, so they're like forced air. And I was debating on getting one. Right now they're 300 bucks, but I've seen them come down to about 249, 200 bucks. So I'm probably gonna wait until that sale happens. I was thinking about picking one up for the garage. That way there, if we wanted to go out there in the winter and do stuff. Because we got all that room in there now, so why not, right? In case we needed to use the garage for anything, we got the salamander, we can heat it up and do garage stuff. Wow, that's weird. It must be only snowing in my neighborhood. Because over here it just like randomly stopped. That's pretty awesome. Oh, this poor sucker on a bike. I feel for him. Or her, I don't know. Not sure of the gender right now, too far away. Apparently you should never assume gender either in Canada, just point that out. Oh, that's fine. He's biking over here in the snow free zone. We just traveled through a different biome. It's like Minecraft. But yeah, I'd like to get a new mouse and a new keyboard for my editing rig. I was going to use my wireless mouse and keyboard, but the mouse is just broken. Like, you really got to get on the clicker, and the keyboard is no better. So I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just look at a different solution. There's got to be a better solution out there somewheres. That's why I was thinking about going wireless, just picking up one of those combos and going with that, because it's not like I game with that computer. So I don't really care about the latency and input. You know, a lot of the wireless stuff nowadays is pretty good, but back in the day, the wireless input lag was very, very, very noticeable. But nowadays, that everything runs on a 2.4 gigahertz channel, and it's not too bad. Especially if you buy like hardware dedicated for gaming and they're using the 5 gigahertz channel, then it's just ridiculous. Man, I was kind of hoping the snow was going to hold off though. The fact that we're already starting to get some sucks, because this year is going to be the first year that my niece can actually go out and enjoy Halloween, and it's kind of hard to do that when it's snowing out. Like when we were kids, it was always a little chilly around Halloween, but snow would never set in until after November. It wasn't until later on in our lives that winter would get ruined, or Halloween would get ruined by winter. I don't even know if that guy had a blinker on. He just looked like he just banked her. So, like I said, we'll go check out and see what's going on. I think the new dollar store is open too. I might go take a tour in there and see what's going on, because it's literally one half of Target, so it's probably pretty massive. But yeah, I just really wanted to get that monopod, because the one I'm using is junk, and it's a lot nicer to film with a monopod. You can get better angles, and you don't have to keep your arm up in the air all the time. And I have the one for the GoPro, but that one there is just cumbersome. Even fully collapsed, it's pretty long. It's funny, I was thinking, hey, maybe for dinner tonight I'll go over to Sobeys and pick up a chicken meal. You know, it's been a while since I've cheated. But then I remember that every time I eat the fried chicken at Sobeys, I get such a bad case of the poops. Like, it's bad. Pretty much like almost food poisoning bad. I'm gonna have pork chops for supper tonight. I took out a pack of pork there, so we'll do that instead. Grab some pork chops, we'll season them up, throw them in the air fryer, maybe have a salad with it. That'll be pretty good. And then what I'm thinking is I might even switch out the diet a little bit further. Like I said, I was going to be going to higher protein, lower fat content, but still go high protein, moderate fat, low carbs. Now I'm thinking about going one step further and just ditching vegetation altogether and going full on carnivore. The only fiber I'll take in is the form of chia seeds, just because those things have a lot of benefits to them. I think the dollar store is open. I'm gonna park in between both, the Buck store and Staples, and then we'll go see what we can see. Probably won't be filming in there, guys, mainly because stores don't like it when you're videotaping inside. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna head her in, and see what I can find for a monopod and a mouse. All right, peace. Alrighty, new monopod purchased. New wireless mouse purchased. It's got the unifying thing, so I should be able to link it to my old wireless keyboard and get rid of that crappy Razer one. Probably saying. I also went over to the Buck store. Check it out. It's pretty much the exact same as the Buck store in the mall, except for the parking here is better. And apparently we're getting a HomeSense, whatever the hell that store is. I don't think I've ever shopped at one of those. It's probably just like house stuff, and you know, so you can have more of a sense of home. That's just me playing on words. Man, I am freaking hungry, boys. I usually don't get hungry, but now I'm freaking hungry. Probably because in the Buck store I walked down one of the aisles that had all the foods that I used to destroy. Like potato chips and wagon wheel cakes and all sorts of deliciousness. I may have to go home and cook something. It could very well happen. Or I could just slam a protein shake and call it a day, one of those two. I'm just stoked that Walmart carries my brand of protein. The IsoFlex. They don't carry the big jugs, mind you. Just the little jugs, but they carry it and they got different flavors. I thought I was going to like cookies and cream, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's pretty damn gross. I've had cookies and cream before from another company called Onway, or Onway, or whatever. Anyway, that was a good one. That one tasted like really good. But there's something with this one here that it doesn't blend. It's like they actually took cookies and crushed them in there. Oh my God, look at that. Jumbo shrimp, lobster, where? One of these days I'd like to air fry some shrimp. Freaking Prelude on the side of the road for sale. Headlights all cracked out of it and shite. And hopefully he doesn't think he's sitting on a race car. But yeah, I'd like to do shrimp one day in the air fryer. I love shrimp. Like back in the day with the ex, every New Year's we'd go somewhere and they'd have those shrimp rings out with the marinara sauce or whatever the hell it is. Oh, I'd destroy half that ring alone. I love that kind. That's so good. I don't know how good it is for you on keto, but I just know they're damn well tasty. But yeah, I keep getting comments of people asking me if I've ever seen or heard of, or if I ever plan on trying the carnivore diet. And guys, the answer is yes, yes, and yes. I've seen of it, I've heard of it, and I definitely plan on trying it. Everything I've read about the carnivore diet, like people are like, oh, without fiber you won't poop. Well, not true, because when you go on a carnivore diet, your body doesn't need as much fiber to process carnivorous foods. So your body will adapt. That, and I love meat. If I could just eat meat all the time, I'd be happy. It's expensive, and it's an expensive lifestyle, that's for sure. Especially if you want chicken and beef. Pork chops are relatively cheap, but you get what you pay for, right? But like steaks, unless you find a good deal on steaks, you're gonna be paying out the arse. I personally don't like paying that way, but yeah, carnivore diet, friggin' awesome. Like, I'm so hungry right now, I was about ready to go into Sobeys, pay $9, buy a rotisserie chicken, go home and destroy it. Like, just eat the whole damn rotisserie chicken to myself. That's not very good. That's a lot of calories. And I haven't done anything today. I got up late, you know, and had a good night's rest, slept for a long time. It was awesome. The one thing I definitely wanted to do today was get that selfie stick, and it was actually cheaper in the store than it was on the website. Website said $29.97, in the store it was $25.47 on clearance. So I guess they're not going to carry that brand anymore. Even when the lady went to scan it for the till, she's like, oh, this must be a discontinued item because it's not even in the system. Now I got to manually input the SKU. And she's like, do you know what the price was? And I said, yeah, I think it was about $25.47. I remember working at Staples. Anything that ended in 47 was classified as a clearance item. As in, once it's gone, it's gone. No rain checks, no nothing, because we're not getting it back in, so frig off. And then when, you know, it was hard to sell it, they would take it and put it on the clearance racks in the back, and then just dump it right down in price and just hope it moves. But of course, it's one of those items now where if something goes wrong, it breaks. Like, I bought one before Bloke and I both bought the same monopods, and they both had the same catastrophe where they just broke. They just came apart because they're cheap plastic and they're expensive. Hopefully this one here holds out because it looks like it's quality, and it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Besides, you can get pretty sick angles with a monopod. Make yourself look better. Ha! Anyway, I'll talk to you more when I get home. Peace. Alrighty people, well, you're probably wondering, Adam, what did you get? Well, at the Buck store, bought some more hefty bags, some more kitchen garbage bags. I like these kind because they fit the can perfectly. And they got a little rope inside of them, like a drawstring on your jogging pants, where you can just tighten them up when you're done, tie it off, throw it in the garbage. And last but not least, some more freezer bags in case I ever buy some good steaks and I want to freeze them, like chop them up and freeze them like I did last time. Sweet. And as for staples, this is the mouse I went with. Just a simple little M510 Control Plus. It's got the back 4 buttons on the side, unified receiver, which I should be able to unify with that keyboard, and I need one wireless receiver for all. The keyboard that I had is a good keyboard. It's got a numeric keypad on it, all that jazz, so happy with that. And this is the monopod here that I went with. It's by a company called Activion. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open. We're gonna give it a rep right now. All right, guys. This is pretty sweet. So it's kind of like the GoPro monopod, except for the fact that it's not big and bulky. And what's nice about it is you can basically, to lift it up, you twist it out. So this is it at max extension, way out there. And I can probably even bend this further in, like so. And I can get it really way out there so you can catch everything, eh? Look at that. Look at that, you can see the mess I live in. And then to basically bring it back in, you just twist. So then you got basically just a little monopod. Pretty sweet, I do say so myself. This is gonna help out a lot, and it's got a little hand strap down at the bottom here if you want to wrap it around your wrist in case you're afraid of dropping your camera because you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Also, it is compatible with GoPros. It actually has the little binders so that you can hook up a GoPro directly to it if you're into that kind. I was into that kind for a little bit, but then I quit because the thing destroyed batteries, but you know, whatever, that's mine. So anyway, I'm gonna go rock a quick piss and then go upstairs and set up my new mouse and keyboard. Let's go. And there we go. I cleaned off my keyboard tray because my new mouse and my old keyboard is now paired. Nice. Ignore the fact that it's vapey as all hell in here, but I did say yesterday that today I would go out to the garage and plug in that air compressor and make sure it fires up, and we'll see what exactly happens. Sorry, I gotta lean the camera down a lot to get it around that corner. Mainly I wanna know if it's gonna fire and if it's gonna blow a breaker. So I figure, let's get out there and give her a go. Yo. I also had a salad there because I was getting really hungry, and I figured I would just drive one to my face. So I made a salad. It was good, but not as fulfilling as eating the flesh of a dead animal. Really fulfilling. Looks like the weather's smartened up out here. Looks like I really did smarten up out here. Good. Good on it, eh? Good on the weather. Alright, it's a little chilly out here. It's actually really chilly in the garage right now. So, what I'm gonna do, get this tripod out of the way. I'm gonna do it all from the You can actually attach this monopod to the tripod. Okay, I'm gonna sit you guys down and unravel the cord for the compressor. Actually, I'm gonna do something a little better. Okay guys, got you guys on the monopod, on the tripod, super high in the air. I'm gonna come back here. I don't even know if I'm still in the shot. Sure am. All I can hear is the garage trying to come apart right now. Just kidding guys, it's just the wind. Wind is brutal. I'll get that zip tie off. Okay, so get this over here. Make sure this is in the off position. Put that there for now. Unplug the fridge, plug that in, and then get down here, find a release for the tank. Cool. Okay, so I need to see exactly what it says in the old manuals here for the break-in period. Set pressure C to off, done. Open the tank, done. Turn air pressure knob counterclockwise till it stops. Plug in the cord, done. Set pressure switch C to on. Compressor will run compressor for 30 minutes. If it fails, turn it off immediately. Call the toll-free number attached. Yay! Breaking in the compressor. So that's pretty loud right now. That's what I'm going to have to endure. Exciting, isn't it? I should have brought my electronic cigarette out because I gotta babysit it for the next 30 freaking minutes. I also highly doubt you guys can hear me right now. Well, I'm not noticing any burning or wires acting up, so that's a good sign. I also, like I said, disconnected the fridge because I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. But yeah, not noticing any flickering lights or any problems. It's just running over there. And we still got another 22 minutes to go. Son of a bitch. Decided to come back in the house while I wait for time to come down to a grinding halt there. Figured just wanted to check out in here to see if this is where I tucked away those fittings Dad gave me. Last Christmas, or the Christmas that I got the compressor. Maybe I put them up here because this is I need that. That there tells you how much gas is left in your barbecue. You also got me some LED spotlights here, and that is to go with one of these motion sensing lights that I never hooked up. And then I also in here have some new door pins. I bought those to rehang this door, didn't use them. I'll just hang on to them. Okay, and this is the old Tandy TRS-80 and the printer, the DMP-106. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping they'd be in here. I ended up not hooking this up this year. Originally I was going to replace that fixture out there with this and have it hanging off the garage and going from there, but I ended up not doing that because I bought those battery operated jobbies and they do the job just fine. So this motion light, I have no idea where I'm going to use it, but I'm going to just put it back in here for now because one day she will. But today is not that day. Okay, I gotta rock a piss and then we'll grab another coffee and we'll head out to the garage and see what's going on. See if the compressor exploded. It smells kind of funny out here right now. Like, really kind of funny. Kind of like burning electronics that have been soaking in sausage sauce. However, I brought out my vape and I brought out a coffee. So we can wait for this thing to do what it's gonna do, if it's gonna do anything. Well, we're coming up on a half an hour in the break-in. I have no idea if my voice is coming through. It probably sounds like ass, but got about another 3 minutes and I'm cutting the power. Oh, hell yeah. Alrighty. That's it, that's all, boys. She is officially classified as broken in. Sweet. I should probably plug that fridge back in. Let her do her thing. But, I don't even think I have anything in that fridge. You know what? Save on hydro. Okay, so we're good. So all I gotta do now is get back down on one knee, propose to this thing, and close off the valve. Done. Now, the other question I was wondering is this thing here. Like, I'm looking it over, and I guess you just mount it right to the wall. Like, you don't... I thought that reel somehow mounted on the compressor itself, like on the plastic or something, but I'm not seeing any mounting holes anywhere. So I'm assuming that I just mount it right on the wall or something, or up above, and then run a line directly to the compressor. But I've read a lot of articles about using compressors that don't have a lot of volume, and something you want to do is use the smallest lines, the shortest lines possible, because the longer the line, the more pressure it's got to feed to hit the optimal end. And yeah, all I know is this year here, this is basically going to sit like this. I'm probably going to even actually unplug it right now, because kind of don't need to have it plugged in. We'll just droop that over there like that. Don't really need to have it plugged in, because we're not going to be doing anything with it this year. We might clean out a computer with it or something. Worst case scenario, I'll just take the wire off of this one, the line off of this one, plug it into that one there, and then wheel it closer to the barbecue to blow out a computer if required. But other than that, it's basically gonna sit here until next spring when we pull the car in. So we don't need Dad to install a new breaker. We can just use that one there. It seems to work. Nothing really happened in here. I'm not noticing any burn marks on the wires. Like, I'm just guessing that this wire here going across the top here, shooting across, is probably, ignore all the vape, it's probably the one going over there that's powering this outlet. And there's an outlet behind the buzz box back there that the power bar is plugged into. So I'm gonna just assume that that's what's happening. And I didn't smell any burning. All I smelled was this thing here. Basically that brand new smell of getting burnt out of it. Seemed to hold its own. So kudos. It is what it is. Right on. So that's all said and done now. We're good to go as far as the air compressor. Right on. We got the gun in the house. Just got to figure out what I'm going to do with that 50 foot of line, where I'm going to hang it and set everything up. But after looking at the height of that compressor, there is no way in hell it was going to fit underneath that bench. Not a bloody chance, but that's okay. That's okay. I think it looks good there. If I had, you know what? If I cleared that out, I could probably easily put the barbecue there too for the winter and get it out of the way of the door, making it easier to get the snowblower in and out. But I don't even want to worry about that today. Got the old trusty tripod here for winter snowblow action, because you know that's just around the corner. I'll probably use the snowblowers every once in a while, but I mainly want a shovel, because I find the first snowfall, when you do it with the snowblower, you end up throwing more rocks than you do snow. And that's the reason why every year there's rocks on the Trans Am, because that's what the snowblower does. Well, you just got to power through winter, boys. And then come May, June, Trans Am's coming in here. New paint job, ready to go. Actually, you know what I can do? I can also put all these garbage cans over here as well. Get them really out of the way. Don't even need to worry about that, but I definitely got to do something about these boxes before next week. So that's something that's going to happen. But I'm like I said, I'm going in the nights, which means usually I get up around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't have to be until 11. That's 8 hours. I can easily come out here and start managing this and cleaning this up. I got some more boxes in the house upstairs in the computer room that I got to bring out, so we can make ourselves another little box of boxes and put them out next Wednesday for recycling and get them out of the house. So that's gonna work out nicely. But anyway, we're good. So like I said yesterday, you got to respect the fact that I didn't want to annoy my neighbors, because as you heard, that thing is loud. And even outside the garage, I stood outside the door here and you can hear it giving her. So I'm pretty sure if I would have fired that up last night at 7, I would have had a bang on the garage door from the neighbor asking me, hey, can you maybe not do that at this hour? Like, we're trying to do stuff over here and all we can hear is your compressor going. And like I said, I'm not in the game to piss anybody off making these videos. So if that's what you're looking for, I think you came to the wrong channel. Just putting that out there. Alrighty, I just put the pork chops in the air fryer. You can hear it going around and doing its thing now. I'm gonna head upstairs, plug this camera into the computer. I'm gonna download the footage, edit it up, see where we're sitting for today, and go from there. But I freaking told you guys I'd give her a go today, right? I bet you the comments on yesterday's video are just fantastic. Oh, Adam's back to his old self again, too scared to do stuff. Eh? No. It's called respect. Anyway, guys, I just finished off my pork chops. Well, not just, but a half an hour ago, slammed down some pork chops. Just been watching some YouTubes and stuff, but I think it's time I go downstairs and beat the crap out of myself on some exercise equipment. And, see how I feel after. Let's pitter patter and get after it. Alright, guys. Stupid doorknob. Gotta look into that. Got done the workout. Had a protein shake. Still hungry. I think this is one of those situations where I've been depriving my body of calories for such a while that now it wants more calories. So I cooked some chicken. Just some boneless, skinless chicken that I picked up in a bag at the grocery store. Couple pieces, nothing fancy. Could have sworn there was 4 pieces. But it's nothing big. Just, you know, simple little bit of chicken. About 400 grams worth. Actually, it's a little more than that. It's about 500 grams worth. But, yeah, so I'm going to drive this in my face and let it regenerate my muscles. Get that protein level up. Should be freaking awesome. Not sure what else is going on tonight. Probably not a whole hell of a lot. I do want to stay up a bit later tonight because, like I said, tomorrow I've got to work from well, what time is it now? Theoretically, in 26 hours I'll be at work. So I got to be able to stay up from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. for 2 nights in a row. And then it's party time for my buddy's birthday party. And then Sunday in for 7 to 7. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 to 7. Then off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a 4-day long weekend. Sweet. Nice. Also, it's pretty funny is I just got my pay stub from work. And ever since the one lady left and they put this new person in charge, every time we have a holiday, they cock over on how they pay us. They don't pay us right for the holiday. Every damn time. Like, they even emailed me and asked me, like, hey, did you actually work on the Monday? And I replied back and said, yes, as per the notes on the timesheet where I actually stated I worked. They didn't pay me for it again. I'm telling you, man. So I already emailed them back and said, listen, like, I don't know what's going on over there, but you guys got to figure it out. This is getting ridiculous. Like, I almost want to tell my boss, can I just not work these holidays? Because obviously it's too damn much. And by too damn much, it's too damn much for this company to figure it out. I just don't get it. Oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to eat some chicken. Alrighty guys, I just finished eating my chicken. It was good chicken. But I think I'm going to get 3 birds stoned at once here by making myself a coffee. Church wants to play some Call of Duty. But man, after that workout and shower, I'm ready for sleep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a coffee, take a piss, and let the dog out. No, my luck, what's going on is I'm probably caffeine crashing from... Where are you? What are you doing? He's shitting right in front of the mailbox. Like, the lawn is cut. You could totally go in the backyard and poop. Nope. Gotta poop right in front of the garage. Friggin' dog, man. Like, really? Right there? Such a little wanker. I already broke his friggin' rope lead there. It was wrapped around the pole, and I went and tried to untie it, and it was stuck on some grass, and I pulled on it, and it broke. So that's freaking awesome. So I had to tie it in a sheep's knot, get it all bound back together for the time being. I was at the buck store today. I should have bought some more rope because winter's coming and winter's gonna wreak havoc on Dum Dum's leash. But I got that spare dog leash in there, so worst case, I'll just attach that to the pole outside and call her a day. You better make a full cup of coffee this time, bud. You're on thin ice. No, I'm just really tired. Tonight's workout, I'm not gonna lie, it pretty much sucked. I wasn't really into it. I didn't really have all the momentum that I was looking. I didn't do a pre-workout shake either. Like, I gave her. I still went through all the motions. I wasn't feeling it, you know? Sometimes you get like that where you get into the gym and it's the best damn workout you ever did have, and other days you get into the gym and you just don't want to be there, you know? And that was today for me. I wanted to work out for the sake of working out, but I didn't want to work out, so it's just one of those things, right? It happens. Happens from time to time. It's not an issue. It's just some days are great and other days are bleh. Some days you walk in the gym and you're ready to bench press 300, and other days you walk in the gym and you can barely lift a 50-pound dumbbell. It's just the way she goes. And I'm hoping this coffee gives me a little bit of spunk so I can actually give her with Chooch tonight, because lately my Call of Duty KD ratio is complete bullshit because I haven't gotten a kill since the first night we played. So I gotta pick up my game and figure this out, because this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Gotta smarten up, gotta get focused, gotta get in tune, gotta hammer down, shoot some bad guys, you know how it is? We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Oh, I'm just really tired. Like, honestly guys, I can go lay down right now and probably sleep for 6 hours. But that wouldn't be too smart, because like I said, I gotta be up tomorrow and working and stuff, so. Oh, it is what it is. My face looks so red right now because the white balance hasn't tuned in. But anyway, people, just got done playing some COD. Or I should say, just got done sucking at COD. Man, oh man, oh man, I didn't even get a single kill in Blackout. Got a couple kills when we played Conquest, but well, that's a whole other story. So guys, I think for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna chill. And tomorrow, like I said, it's back to work day, so that's a thing. And exactly like I said before, Thursday, Friday, work, Saturday's party time, bringing you guys along. Not sure what I can film in there. There's going to be boatloads of copyright music, and we all know how much ScrewTube loves that kind. But we'll figure it out, and we'll get some filming done while we're there and have a good old time. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, work. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. And we'll see if we have any snow to remove. I don't know what the heck it's doing out there now. But let me tell you, why is there just... I'm telling you, man, between him and her, they're always like doing stuff. But it doesn't look like it's snowing out there now. But she is mighty cold. He was just out, so he's okay. But anyway, people, I'm going to shut her down here. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the fact that I did, like I said I was going to do, and test out that compressor at a better time of day when people aren't trying to sleep. Other than that, not too much going on. So like all we did today was went and picked up a mouse. Picked up this new monopod, which is badass and awesome. I love it. We also set up the new keyboard and mouse on the computer, and let me tell you, world of difference. Best part about it is the unifying adapter. Both the keyboard and the mouse goes through one dongle, and because it's such a low profile, I got to use one of the front side USB ports. That freed up 2 more USB ports on the back, so I got this camera plugged into a different USB port on the back now to see if that'll change it up. Probably not, but worst case scenario, I'll just end up using a different cable. We'll run a new line. I'll have to get a new cable because all the ones I have are charging only, no data transfer, so we'll probably have to get a new cable for it, but not a big deal. But yeah, that's what's going on. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concern, down below they go. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, guys. And until next time, keep on blogging.